those things. But this also ties back to your broader work, right? So we are in this honeypot you're a data scientist and a professor, and this is the work that you do and you deeply care about. And all of a sudden the world drops this serendipity in your lap. And now you can study these work determinants of health while we go through this crazy time. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair. And I want you to know like how much I love hearing you say work determinants of health. I absolutely am in love with that. We have for a very long time believed that there was a connection that we could see between work and health. And honestly, I only need to ask you or any of our viewers who are watching this today or listening to this about a really bad month of work or a really bad year of work and what it was like at home. I mean, what were your meals like? What was your sleep like? What was your energy levels like? What was your stress levels like? Did you have headaches? Did you have manifested pain? Did you itch in places? And you're like, I don't know why I'm itching. This is crazy. And anecdotally, we know that, right? Like I've been in those places too. And I've also been in those places in all seriousness where I've looked at my wife and said, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm crazy here. And my mental health was probably at its absolute lowest point at that moment. And I'm thankful that I'm married to someone who sees a better person than me and was like, listen, let me tell you, it's not you. It's this place that you're spending all this time and you got to get out of this rat hole. And I was like, okay, all right, baby, you got it. We, for a very long time, have believed that we could show that connection statistically. And we're finally at a place where anecdotally we know this, but we're going to be able to point to the science and we're going to be able to say, you know what, when you work at a place where the workload is unmanageable, or you work with a leader who is dysfunctional, or you work with colleagues who are unsupportive, or you work in a place where you don't have role clarity and you don't understand expectations, that it puts you at risk for long-term chronic disease, things like hypertension and heart disease, the ability to manage things like diabetes, physically manifested pain. Man, people have told us in some of the preliminary research that we've done that they physically manifest pain in their body.
Wow.
As a result of some experiences of work. And that is amazing to me. And the idea, because here's what we'll do with this. If we can isolate those experiences, man, we can solve for those. And if we can solve for them, we can remedy those situations in a way that help people live better lives through their work, not just go to work. Work isn't this place where we go and there's this transaction. It becomes this place where we go, where we can thrive as a human being. We get to learn and be better and contribute and have purpose and connect to a community. Those are the places that we want to create. And I believe that people who work in places where they can raise their hands in meetings, where they can belong, where they know that they're included, where they can engage, those people fundamentally live different lives. And I
totally agree.
That more.
Well, and Brad, what you're saying is so beautiful, and it really is the evolution. Is so for so long, HR tools and culture tools have been sort of macro, kind of big bucket, bland tools, and what you're saying, and rightfully so in this new world, is we have got to get down. We'll give you the macro too, but we've got to get down and understand what's going on at the individual level.
Yeah, what's the story being told? What's the individual level story being told here? And as we weave those individual stories together, what is the tapestry that we begin to see materialize?